Hello everybody, I'm Pat Sherwood. Welcome inside the CrossFit Update Studios. The Open has come to a close, and today I'm very lucky to be joined by the overall men's winner, two-time Games athlete, Noah Ohlsen. Noah, congratulations and thanks for joining me.
Thanks so much. It's my pleasure. I didn't think I would be here, but it feels good.
Man, well, I'll tell you what, you put in the work. When I was researching for the interview today, I wanted to have this cool list of who's won the Open previously, and I was amazed even looking at it. So you've won the Open, and this is the list that you joined. 2011, Dan Bailey. 2013, 12, 13, and 14, Rich Froning. 2015, Matt Fraser, and now joining the list, 2016, Noah Ohlsen, the overall winner. How does that feel?
That's a pretty serious list of names, and I'm honored to be considered alongside those guys. A couple guys that I've looked up to for a long time, so feeling good.
Yeah, there's no way to avoid it now. You are in the conversation. I'm lucky that I get to interview a lot of athletes, so both men and women, and sometimes I hear, you know, hey, the Open's not that big of a deal. I don't sweat my performance. I just want to go to regionals and go to the games. But a lot of people repeat workouts and seem to really put a lot of pressure on themselves for the Open. How important was the Open to you?
You know, it's funny because it started off that way where I said, you know what, this year I'm going to take it very easy in the Open. I'm going to obviously give every workout my all, and I think that should be enough to get me to regionals, but I'm not worried about much more than that. And then after the first workout, I finished in second place, tied with Hefner, and it kind of clicked, and I realized, hey, maybe I could do pretty well in the Open this year. And week after week just kept getting closer and closer. And I think by week 3, I set the goal, like, you know what, I'm going to try to win the Open this year. And it's a pretty cool feeling to have accomplished that.
And now you have less than half the points of second place Rich Froning, so that's a heck of an accomplishment. You've been to the games twice, 8th both times. Incredible, top 10 both times. Last year, you had 7 top 10 finishes. You had 3 in the 20s and 1 in the 30s. So when you reflect back on your second appearance at the games, what did you learn from that?
You know, the first year that I was out there in 2014, I think it was a little bit more of a consistent spread across. I didn't have as many outstanding positive performances, but there also weren't that many big drop-offs, and I was able to finish 8th. Last year, in 2015, like you said, I had a couple of top 3 finishes, which was new for me, and that was a goal of mine. But then I also had that in the 30s and in the 20s and a little more inconsistency, and I ended up finishing in the same position as 2014. So I think that I've learned if I can just stay really consistent and not have those big event falls, and I know that everybody kind of knows that and says that throughout the Open, throughout the season, but I realized that when you do have those big, terrible finishes in the 30s, to just try to learn to let that go, because I know the wheelbarrow was the first big bad finish for me, and I had a really hard time mentally recovering from that throughout the weekend. So that'll be my goal this year, is to not go in with too many expectations and try to stay consistent and do what I just did the past 5 weeks.
It's going to be very challenging to go in with not too many expectations, especially since now you've joined that list, you've won the Open. So let's say 2016 comes to a close, you're reflecting back on it. What would you like to be thinking about to consider 2016 a successful season for you?
I think that winning the Open definitely starts it off as a success, and that'll be something that no one can ever take away from me. You know, it's written in the CrossFit history books, and that's an accomplishment. So that's definitely a positive that I'll always look back on and be proud of. But to continue that success and try to do the same thing and win my regional and go on and, you know, I mean, podium is always the goal, and winning the games is the ultimate goal. But again, I don't want to have that pressure and that expectation, because I think after doing well in 2014, I came into 2015 thinking, this is the year I need to get on the podium. I need to win it. And I think that kind of built up a little too much pressure. So hopefully I find the happy medium between both of my first and second years, and I'm able to break the curse of the 8th place finishes and do a little bit better than that this year.
I think you are set up to do that very well. Congratulations on the Open, and all of us look forward to seeing you throw down in regionals.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys.
That is Noah Ohlsen, your overall men's leader of the 2016 CrossFit Open. Stay tuned here to games.crossfit.com to see him throw down a regionals and make his way to the games.